Welcome back guys and welcome to the video. In the today's video we are going to talk about that I can understand English but I'm not being able to speak in this language. Um, I cannot form those sentences whatever in my head to bring that into speech, and that is something very normal and obvious if ever you are someone who is beginner or who is not a native English speaker, right? All it takes is time and effort, and you have to give it to yourself so you can see the changes, and it's not something that you will see overnight. So give yourself time before knowing and getting into the solution that why it happens and why I can't get over it. You have to know the real reason behind that why it doesn't work the way you really want. The first thing is that when you try to understand a language, and that you also say that I understand English very nicely and I understand it very perfectly. When you understand a language, it only requires your ability to comprehend the sentence structure, the grammar, or any kind of a phrase that is being used or written, right? So you do not need to do anything extra besides that. But when it comes to speaking an English language, the problem comes there. Not only comprehension, but your ability to form sentences, your ability to use correct grammar, your ability to use idioms and the correct grammar, sentence structure, that is also required for you to do it. And there comes the problem that you feel that I am getting kind of a fumble when it comes to speaking in English, because you see, you need to train your brain in a way that not only comprehension but the ability to form sentences and get fluent in that language is also necessary. In this today's video, I'm going to discuss the 2 points. If you are going to use and apply in your daily routine, I am guaranteeing you that you will see massive change and magic in your English fluency journey. The first step is to narrate your day. If you are someone who is clumsy or lazy and you cannot get time for the English speaking practice, this is a very easy, very something you can do it every single day. For example, you are going to a market or you're going for shopping, try to narrate that with yourself, right? Often this happens, and I hope that with every individual it happens, that whenever you try to go somewhere or you intend to go somewhere, there is always this inner voice in your head that always speak in your native language. Okay, so what you have to do is that you have to bring that native speaker in your mind into the English speaker, right? What it will help you is that the next time if you ever find yourself in a conversation, you won't need to translate that thought from your native to English. Okay, how can you narrate your day, or how can you narrate it? Use simple words, simple sentences, right? For example, I woke up early in the morning, I did my breakfast, I went for jogging, I hang out with my friends. I just went out for some kind of fun places, and we explore different kind of shops and all this stuff. Use simple short sentences, right? Once you start doing it, you will see that your mind will focus on more on the fluency. Most of the time what happens that there are people I've seen that they focus more on the vocabulary rather than the fluency. When you are someone who is beginner and you are someone who is just like, you say, trying to develop the English fluency, you have to focus more on the fluency and the flow that is required to speak in that language rather than the vocabulary. This is something that is essential in having and getting that fluency back on the track. Another tip that is, understand that why you feel discomfort. Discomfort always comes with this mindset that you are not good enough, or you will never achieve the goal of being fluent in English, because people around you just mock around, and they make fun of you, and you will never ever being open up in English language. You'll never be able to talk in English to another person just because you are being tagged and labeled as a someone who is a loser. So get out of that mindset first. I know it's not easy. It requires guts. It requires a lot of your inner resilience, I would say, towards all these kind of thoughts and the things that are getting in your mind. You have to get out that first, and secondly, you have to understand, give yourself courage and boost that you can do it, right? Then you have to do is that the first step that I said, try to narrate the story. But the second thing that I am going to say is a bit opposite, but that will also help you, and that is vocabulary diary. If you are someone who is fond of watching documentaries, or try to which is different kind of a podcast, and you're coming across a different kind of a words, try to note down, try to jot that down with yourself in the diary. And what it will help is that once you see that you have the vocabulary bank, you have enough vocabulary bank, it will never make you short of the words whenever you find yourself in the conversation and you feel like, oh my god, what next I should say, or what else, what the word that is being used for this kind of a scenarios and this object. You will never ever get short of it, right? This is what the main purpose of having a good vocabulary bank is. Now another step that will be helping you, and it's very crucial, that is impromptu word challenge. What is this? This is basically, for example, I'm sitting in a room and all I see are different objects. I'll start naming them all of a sudden. You can say, for example, I see windows, curtains, table, chair, slippers, carpet, books, shelves, glass, mobile, copies, fan, roof, and sunlight, and all these stuff, right? You have to start naming that, and that too with a speed, right? So you are saying those words out loud, and what happens is that you are actually training your brain to remember it for the longer period, right? The next time you find yourself in a bit stressful or out of your comfort zone situation, you will not miss out on the words. And this also really helps you in training your mouth muscles, okay? Because this is really necessary. Often we neglect this part, but remember that if you are not only English but any other language, if you try to get the hold on it and try to speak in a language other than your native language, you will see that the kind of words that are being pronounced in one way and some words are pronounced in a different way. So speaking that will help you a lot with the fluency. You get used to with those words. Your mouth muscle actually get used to with pronouncing those words in certain ways. So this is really, really necessary. If you really work on it, I am sure that you will find a massive and a change in your whole of the English language journey. This was all for today's video. I hope this would have helped you. If it did, do let me know in the comments down below, and also do not forget to subscribe to this channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then,